there's a fad, there's always a chance they'll make a video game adaptation of it. Don't believe me? Silly Band's the game! What in God's name? And when that fad is based on a game, which was already a video game, resistance is futile. That's the case with the Pokemon trading card game. But why play with digital cards when you can play with the real Pokemon cards? Oh, I know why, because none of your friends actually played the game. They just like collecting all the pretty little pictures. Seriously, for all you young ones out there, when I was in school, these things were getting confiscated haphazardly. Kids were trading them in the bathrooms and getting into physical fights over them at recess. But I don't remember any of my friends being interested in actually playing the game.
Be like, I'm not trading you this one, it's got 120 hit points.
Well, what's the point of having 120 hit points if you're never gonna lose them? They're Pokemon! They were made to get the crap whacked out of them! And now we're going to play the game. Well, the game's game. And for all we know, the game was tons of fun, and those kids were all missing out. Let's see what they missed out on. Bruce is crazy about Pokemon and Pokemon card collecting.
How did they know?
So Pokemon trading card game, the game, is in a lot of ways set up just like the main Pokemon games. You choose from 3 different Pokemon, booster packs that is. There's a D-bag going around trying to beat you at everything, ultimately failing just so you know. And you go around collecting 8 badges, or in this case medals, from 8 different gyms, or in this case clubs. And then you go up against the Elite Four, or in this case just 4 people who are really good at the card games, so... Nerd! Where you ultimately have one last battle with your rival, whom I beat, just in case you didn't hear me the first time. The game uses sprites very similar to the ones in the core Pokemon games. In fact, look! It's red!
Yeah, I got sick of capturing real Pokemon and decided to catch some of these cardboard ones.
It looks like a bunch of Pokemon characters entered this game incognito. This dude is totally Gary. This here is obviously Professor Oak. And take the glasses off, Brock, you're not fooling anyone. All of the types are represented here. Fire, water, grass, science. Science-type Pokemon? Well, there was Mewtwo. As if card games weren't nerdy enough, there's a science club! Nerd! Each type of Pokemon usually requires their own respective energy card, except for normal types, or in this case, colorless, which can use any of the energy types. Now, there were 15 Pokemon types at this point, but in the card game there were only 7. Here, poison types are categorized under grass type, and rock and ground types are categorized under fight. Just like in regular Pokemon, almost each Pokemon in this game has a weakness. But here, when the types are combined, it just doesn't seem fair. For example, electric types are weak against ground types. So by default, electric types are weak against fighting type Pokemon as well. That is bull Pokemon shit. The duel ends when one player claims all the prizes, which are just extra cards from your deck. You get a prize by knocking out an enemy Pokemon. Now your deck has to have Pokemon energy and trainer cards in it, assuming you want to win. You have to start out with a pre-evolved Pokemon, or basic Pokemon in this case. A lot of times you don't even draw any basics at the beginning, and they have to reshuffle. Even the computer players. You can put up to 5 basic Pokemon on your bench to send them into battle when they're needed, and over time evolve them. But a lot of times the duel ends early because one of the players doesn't draw enough basic Pokemon cards. Now, having good skills and good cards, those are definitely going to help you here. But if you really want to master this game, what you really need is good luck. Now, these are problems with the actual trading card game. It's not this game's fault. And while I'm criticizing the actual cards, I'd like to point out how stupid some of these Pokemon powers are. What's with this Mr. Mime power where any attack that does 30 or more damage doesn't affect the Pokemon? Well, excuse me for being powerful. I'm so sorry. I just figured you'd want powerful Pokemon if you wanted to be the very best, like no one ever was. Very glad I could get that off my chest. And what's up with Snorlax? Snorlax can't become asleep, confused, paralyzed, or poisoned. This power can't be used if Snorlax is already asleep, confused, or paralyzed. Now, one thing I do hate about this game, and it might just be me, is the coin toss. I almost never win it! You fucking coin! Gah, I hate you, coin! I hate you! Seriously, you are a coin, a little coin. Around the time I got my 4th medal, I ran into a strange little man. This guy dressed like some sort of bear cockroach hybrid that goes by the name of Imakuni, with a question mark. And the award for coolest name in the world goes to me. And no one in the audience looks surprised. What is this, the Idol 2012 finale? And the most baffling thing about this freakazoid is he's real. Yes, he's a Japanese musician who helped promote the card game. He could almost pass for a Pokemon himself. A really bad one. Imagine leaving him at the daycare center with a Jinx. I suppose you want the egg? No, I don't want the egg! Yuck! When you get to the Pokemon League equivalent of this game, they use the legendary cards, the ones you're trying to win throughout the whole game. And Ronald, your rival, uses all of them, including this Dragonite with another stupid power. When it enters the battle, you remove 2 damage counters from each of your Pokemon. Oh sure, cause you're already using an overpowered Pokemon with no weakness. But that's not enough, let's make it even less fair. Holy cow. Pokemon. Cow Pokemon. But the joke's on him once I defeat him once and for all, then claim the legendary cards as my own, and then I'm free to walk around all the clubs and pretty much act the same way Ronald did to me. And that is the game. And I gotta be honest, after spending about 10 hours playing this trading card game, I feel kinda like a nerd! Call me whatever you want, but I am not joining that science club. So, I actually enjoyed this game. I might have a major concussion after banging my head against the wall in frustration, but if it's Pokemon, it's worth it. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope to see you soon. But not at a Pokemon card tournament because I'd take you down.